Boys, it's time. I just rushed home from work because I saw that set 5 Battle of Omega, as you can see right here, kind of covered by the word card list, is here. We got the full official set list. If you guys haven't seen my last video, the last video previous to this one, I talked about all the super rares and secret rares that were announced so far. We did a nice long discussion video about that. I'm going to try to blast through this one, just talk about the cards that are kind of important. But keep in mind, this is also a live reaction for me, so I'm going to be reading a lot of these cards at the same time. For the sake of convenience on my end, in case I decide to split this video up into different parts, I'm going to talk about it color by color. I already can see a handful of cards we have not seen yet, so you guys know the drill. If you guys like the Digimon content, hit a like on this video. It's always greatly appreciated. We're going to start with the red color, and we're going to start with good old Koromon. I believe his name is Koromon, right? And I can just click on these and double check the screen, make sure everything looks good. All right, perfect. You guys can see everything, I believe. My face isn't blocking anything, and we are good to go. So we got Koromon. This is on the Japanese website, so translations might be a bit wonky, but it's always understandable. And soon we'll be doing some live streams on twitch.tv/ABOrbomb, and maybe on the YouTube channel, but most likely only on Twitch, where we're going to be doing deck building, and eventually we're going to start testing these cards on Tabletop Simulator. So if you're interested in any of that, follow me on Twitch, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the videos. We're going to be doing a lot of any content I want. Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, playthroughs, stuff like that. Alright, so we got Koromon here. What does it do? When attacking, if this Digimon has Omnimon or Greymon, other than exactly Doro Greymon, Burning Greymon, or Dex Doro Greymon in its name, trigger draw 1. Wow, it's very specific. So apparently Doru Greymon and Burning Greymon don't count, even though they're still Greymons. I guess they're not the Greymon. Okay, that's whatever. It's fine. You can draw 1. So this is really cool, actually. It's actually pretty good. If you focus your red deck on this aspect, you have something similar to Upamon. Upamon's the best card ever. So, all right, moving on to the other reds. We've seen most of these already, but I actually haven't seen some of these. Your other Gaosomon, is that what this thing's called? Gaosomon? Gaosmon? I've never heard of this Digimon before. All your other Gaosmon get plus 3000 DP. Your opponent can't reduce Digivolution cost. Your opponent can't reduce Digivolution cost. Huh. That's interesting. So it's essentially a memory tamer. That's interesting. It's kind of like a memory tamer. But more importantly, if you have like all 4 of these on the board, well, they're all like 11,000 DP, because it's 360. They all get a 9,000 boost if you have 4 of these on the board, of these exact ones on the board, which is actually really funny. If you can somehow get all 4 of these on the board, you now have essentially 4 megas, which is really cool. Actually, that's super cool. All right, what does Agumon do? We've already seen Agumon, I believe. I think this one lets you look at the top 3 cards of your deck, add a Greymon, add one Digimon with Greymon other than the Greymons from earlier, and one Digimon with Omnimon in its name. So this is a really, really good Agumon for like your standard Omni red decks. So that's really cool. Shoutmon is really cool. You can find a Digimon with Shoutmon and a Blitz one from the top 5. So top 5 is better than top 3, so that's pretty cool. We got a Greymon here. Nice. Double checking. When Digivolving, if this Digimon has Agumon's Digivolution cards, gain 1 memory. So this is where things get interesting, right? Because you're not really reducing memory, you're gaining a memory. So I guess that red card doesn't count for this one. But it's a 1 evolution cost Greymon for the red deck, for the Omnimon deck, if you evolve it from an Agumon. It's really interesting because like these deck styles kind of lose to Omnimon, like booster set 1 Omnimon, but not the newer Omnimon. So that's really interesting. Then your turn. Well, this Digimon has Omnimon. I'm going to call it Omnimon for this video, guys, just because it says Omnimon, but Omegamon, Omnimon, whatever you want to say. While this Digimon has Omnimon or Greymon, other than those earlier, it gets plus 2000 power. So it's a nice power boost. Is it better than the other Greymons, like the Security Attack plus 1 Greymon? Well, I mean, I feel like Security Attack plus 1 is a little bit overrated, and 1 evolution cost is not bad, but we have some other consistent 1 evolution cost Digimon, but they're not Greymon as well, which is like more consistent when you consider this Agumon. So there's that. So we have a new Meramon, or is this our first Meramon? I think no, it's not. We have a purple one. When Digivolving, one of your other Digimon get plus 3000 DP for the turn. It's 2 to evolve, which is already like meh. Power boost is pretty meh too. And we finally have our one Evo blocker, boys. And oh, that's good. One Evo blocker in red is amazing. That's really exciting. That's pretty heckin' pog. We have a 3 cost to play, 8000 power. Probably not going to see any play. We've seen Omnishatmon. We actually talked about Omnishatmon in that other video. So if you guys want to get more information on it, we talked about Doro Greymon, Omnishatmon, and Zeke Greymon here. All really cool. I really can't wait to play this deck. But cards I haven't seen, I have seen this card. Metal Greymon, Altarius mode. Watch the anime. It's pretty okay. It's not as good as the original in my opinion, but it's pretty good. When Digivolving, if a Digimon card with Metal Greymon in its name is in this Digimon's Digivolution sources, excuse me, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 DP or less. So this is really cool because there's, we talked about this the other day, but Ultra S has, I keep looking this way because that's where the screen is, but the camera's up there, so ignore if I'm looking weird. But the Ultra S, not Ultra S, it's the X Antibody Omnimon has the ability to discard Digivolution sources so that you can stop attacks. And red is ridiculous because red can continuously stack Digivolution sources on top of themselves. This one can evolve from a level 5, right? And this one can evolve from a level 6. So just that alone means you get 2 extra drops on a red Digivolution stack. So that's really cool for red. And you can delete Digimon in the process. And evolution skill, while the Digimon has Omnimon or Greymon, it gets plus 2000 power. So you can make an Omnimon ridiculously strong. I don't know why you would, because Omnimon's already stupid strong. So in my, like, it's really interesting, right? Because like, there's not really ever a purpose in making Omnimon stronger than Omnimon already is, other than to beat the opposing Omnimon. And unless they're playing some card that makes their Omnimon stronger during your turn, which as far as I'm aware, only black can do that, there's no purpose. Like you literally only have to beat you only have to be 16,000 power to beat everything, including security checks outside of like option cards, right? So it feels kind of pointless to become this strong, but it's cool nonetheless. There's another War Greymon. Have we seen this card yet? I don't think we have. It's just a rare. When Digivolving, if a Digimon card with Greymon is in his name, it is in this Digivolution card, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with what? Is it with blocker? With it's with something. It's a keyword that's gone. I guess we'll find that out later. But when Digivolving, you can delete something with something. I always go straight to with blocker, but I can't tell what this is. Anyways, it has this delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 TP or less. We might have already seen this card. Real quick, I'm gonna check DigimonCard.dev. Let's turn this back on. Boom. Because if we've already seen this card, then we don't have to worry about it. Let's take a look here, because we'll just know. I don't think we have. Oh, it might be this one actually. Yeah, it's with blocker. Okay, it's this one. I just didn't recognize the artwork. All right, cool. And you guys saw that it says with blocker down there. Cool beans. All right, moving on. And then we have this card. Looks epic. What Digimon is this? Dorbikmon? I've never even heard of this guy. He just looks like wow, this card's really cool. I like the way he looks a lot. Is he a super rare? No, he's a common. Another common red mega, huh? When attacking, you may trash one red Digimon card in your hand to add the trash Digimon card's DP to this Digimon for the turn. That's really cool. You can make yourself stupid strong with this card. Imagine trashing a Greymon or trashing another one of these. Like you're just 22,000 power. Dude, there has to be like a power cap, right? Like when you reach 2,000 power, you can delete 3 Digimon. Because that's like a ridiculously large amount of power. That's really cool though. It's probably not going to see they play, but it's a really cool card nonetheless. All right, so that's it for the reds, until we go right to the option cards and the tamers as well. There might be something new, although I'm pretty sure we've seen them all. I don't think we have any red tamers in this set. I think the only tamers we have are the pretty colored tamers. That's not true. We have a blue and a black and a green. We don't have any red tamers in this set. All right, cool. What's this card do? Rowdy Rocker, already love it. Shaman, if you got, I talked about it in the last video, but I love Shaman. You may place one red level 4 or lower Digimon card from your hand under one of your Digimon as its bottom Digivolution card. If you do, trigger draw 2. That's amazing. Just like I was talking about the earlier Omnimon, it's 2 memory to draw 2 cards, but sometimes that's not bad. I'm not really sure if you would still play this card though, because like you're kind of putting this card in your deck to draw cards, and you can just play more Digimon to draw cards. But it's really cool. Once again, it's really helpful if you're going for the Omnimon Ultra S combo. Then we have this, like, you know, Transcendent Sword card. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 11,000 DP or less. It's a 7 cost to play. It's a weaker Gaia Force. If you have Greymon or Omnimon Digimon, you can delete something with 15,000 DP or less instead. So this is it's like a, I don't want to call it a better, it's a better Gaia Force if you have exactly those cards on the board. But usually you play Gaia Force to like stop yourself from losing or removing a threat when you have a lot of memory. So I don't know if it's gonna see more, if this card's gonna see more play than Gaia Force. It's 1 memory cheaper, which always matters. Anything cheaper is always good. But it's the stipulation of 11,000 DP or less if you don't have exactly Greymon on board. You have to get the Greymon on board first, then you can do this. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about that card. But that's going to be it for the reds. And that was only 10 minutes, so we could be making good time. Let's move on to the blues. All right. So we have this boy, good old Tsunemon. Well, this Digimon has Garurumon or Omni, and then it gets 1,000. So it's just like this one, except this one's power, this one's draw. We're still going to be playing Upamon. All right, let's take a look at these cards real quick. Like, this one is really similar to the Agumon, but blue. Feel free to pause and read if you want to. This one is 3,000 power, 3 play. Your opponent can't reduce Digivolution cost. I guess that's a thing now. That's cool. We got the Blucomons. We talked about these in the last video too. Digivolution discarding is going to be really powerful because we have cards like Blucomon now that gains your memory when you do it, as well as other cards as well. We have Garurumon. If it has Gabumon's Digivolution sources, gain 1 memory. Just like it's another 1 cost to play evolution card, but you have to play Gabumons, and I feel like there's a lot less good Gabumons in the game than there are like, well, that's not true. I mean, there's 2 good Gabumons if you count the one we just read. I guess it's the other one that discards evolution sources as well, but if you're playing Omni Blue, you're probably not too worried about that. Well, Agumon has, like, you know, you have your standard Agumons. I think you have a 2-play Agumon as well. That's interesting. That's something to keep in mind. What is this? 2-drop. Oh, it's a 3-drop level 4. That's what matters. Cool. We're already seeing this. Another part of the Blucomon, Pale-Dramon, like the pale color. Trash out the 2 Digivolution cards in the bottom of one of your deck whenever you Digivolve. That's pretty nice. What is this? Colamon? Colamon, I guess? When an opponent's Digimon attacks, you may suspend this. Oh, is it a blocker? It's a blocker. Another 1 cost Evo blocker. Did Blue have one of these already? I guess it didn't. Yeah, I guess it didn't. Yeah, I guess it didn't, huh? I didn't even think about that. But yeah, it's a 1 cost Evo blocker. We got a Marine Devimon. Just vanilla. It's actually a 2-drop 5, level 5, which means you run this alongside Big Teddy Bear Boy. Chris Paildramon, which, look at that artwork, dude. This guy looks amazing. When Digivolving, trash the bottom Digivolution card of all of your opponent's Digimon. Once again, trashing Digivolution sources. If your opponent has a Digimon with no Digivolution cards in play, that's Digimon gains security attack +1. Not too bad. Where Grumon, Sagittarius mode. Once again, just like the other one, you get extra Digivolution sources. While the Digimon has a card with Grumon's name, the Digimon gains jamming. And while the Digimon has Grumon, it gets 1,000 power. Cool. Then we have this card, Neptunemon. I always love Neptunemon in the games. I think he's just really cool. 10-drop 2 with it just can't be attacked. That's actually really cool. You can just be swinging on security all the time while being a 10 hard drop. And 2 to evolve as well. There's just immediately, actually it's not true. Because you don't have jamming, you're 10,000 power, not 12,000 power. So it doesn't really immediately replace the starter deck one, but it's not bad. We've seen this Garurumon already, Metal Garurumon. When Digivolving, if you have the Guru in his name, return one of your opponent's Digimon with an on-deletion effect to the bottom of their owner deck, which is very strange and specific. It's like, how many decks have on-deletion effects besides purple? So it's like anti-purple for some reason. I don't know, it's very weird. When attacking, gain 1 memory. Good for whenever you're Omnimon. We have this guy. We had talked about Hexabluemon. Feel free to read if you want to check it out. But we had a nice conversation about it in the last video, so check that out. Now, before we get into yellow, which I'm really excited about talking about yellow. You guys know that yellow is my favorite color, and well, yellow and purple are both my favorite colors. And we haven't seen a lot of the yellow cards, but before we do any of that, let's take a look at some of these blue cards. Joe and Sora. Sora Takanouchi, and Joe Kido. Is it Takanouchi? I feel like I'm saying that wrong. And Joe Kido. Start of your turn. If your opponent has a Digimon with no Digimon cards in play, gain 2 memory. Ridiculous. Absurd. If they have any Digimon in play, that has no, it doesn't have to be like multiple Digimon. So already blue with a lot of memory is gonna be ridiculous. Imagine getting like 2 or 3 of these down. I know it's like fork at the play, but like, oh, it's so good. When you attack with the blue Digimon, you may suspend this tamer to trash up the 2 Digimon cards from the bottom of one of your opponent's deck. Dude, like, this is so stupid. Like, it's such a good card, right? Because Digivolution sources matter now. You've got Digiburst, and now you have this new Omnimon that kind of matters. Imagine getting rid of like level 6s before they get like it's ridiculous. Play this card without paying its memory cost, yada yada. This card's stupid good. Blue is a threat again. All right, what do we got here? We've seen this one. It's 3 to play, which is nice. Return all of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 DP or less. If you have Garurumon or Omni in play, return them with 5,000 DP or less. Back to the hands, of course. It's okay. I mean, for 3 costs of play removal against like big boards, it's not bad. We'll see. I don't know. It depends. It's really meta dependent, honestly. This card, Absolute Blast. Look at this. Look at this artwork, dude. Trash the bottom Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon. Then return one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards to the bottom of his deck. 6 costs to play removal. And it goes to the bottom of the deck, which is an amazing place to put cards. It's not in the trash and it's not in the hand, which means it's not accessible through any means. Unless you draw your deck out. It's not bad, but it's removal, but it's 6 costs to play removal, but it's very specific, you know? So it's not great. Let's be real. It's not amazing. All right, now for yellow, which I'm really excited about because look at all these yellow cards we haven't seen before. Oh boy, already. Yellow boys. All right, so first things first, Pikmin. I love this era, like Cross Wars of Digimon. When attacking, if you have a 3 or more Digimon in play, one of your opponent's Digimon get minus 1,000 TP for the turn. Oh, this is really good for the Lord Knightmon, Crusadermon, I guess, translation deck, which I'm really excited about trying out for sure. I think that deck's really, really cool. Moving on. Let's take a look at some of the yellow boys. We haven't seen any of these, so this is one we'll actually be talking about for a little bit. Cumon, look at it, Cumon. Your opponent can't reduce the cost. I don't know, like, I have to, what are the relevant cards that do this? I can't think of any off the top of my head. Unless they're like Digisorption, I guess anti-green. Yeah, I guess it's just anti-green, exactly. I can't think of any other color that does it. Maybe like Ragnalordmon. But does Ragnalordmon means you gain the memory, right? I don't think it reduces memory costs. Whatever. Kodamon. On play, reveal the top 5 cards from the top of your deck. Add up to 2 yellow Digimon cards with Warrior or Holy Warrior. Oh, there's a Holy Warrior. Oh. Well, my computer's getting loud. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. This is going to be really fun. I can't wait to play this deck. It's going to be a lot of fun, actually. Withhold into their attacks among them, place the remaining cards by your deck. So it's another searcher. It's a good searcher. Everything that's top 5 is already good. We got the Starmon boys. Now we have to see if any of them are warrior. I can't really tell you without being able, I can't read this, so I don't know if these cards are. Maybe does this tell me right here? Is this it says data reptile type? Maybe is that what we're looking at here? I think it's type. This is a reptile type. So let me just actually check right now. I believe this is one. Yeah, okay, cool, we can tell. That's great. So anyway, Starmon, on play for each Digimon you have in play, one of your opponent's Digimon get minus 1,000 TP for the turn. I mean, this is a good card combined with the archetype here that we're working with. And now, everyone's favorite, everybody wanted this card, Renamon is here. It's a 4 cost to play level 3, so you better be good. On play, give one of your opponent's Digimon security attack -1 until the end of your opponent's next turn. So it's not bad. It's really good combined with the whole, like, play Digimon from your hand onto the board strategy with Lucemon and the Buki Agumon or whatever it's called. Buchi, I don't remember this card, what it's called. The Blitz Agumon, or Rush Agumon, I mean. So it's really good with that strategy. So that's nice. Now we've seen this card earlier, I think yesterday. Glademon. On play, you may search your security stack for one Digimon with Warrior or Holy Warrior in its type, reveal it, put it in your hand, and then get recovery +1. It's not bad. It's an on-play effect though. It's a cheap on-play effect for level 4, but it's still an on-play effect nonetheless. We got Cubimon. All of your opponent's security Digimon get -1000 TP. Pretty boring, honestly. I don't know if security Digimon are ever like something you care about. Shooting Starmon. One of your opponent's Digimon get -2000 TP for the turn on deletion. It's not really worth, honestly. Unfortunately, not worth. I'm trying to make my computer be less loud because it's very loud, and I apologize ahead of time, guys. It'll go away eventually, I'm sure, but it's gonna be like this for a little bit longer because we've been recording for so long. Only 20 minutes, but you know how it is. Then we have this boy. What is this one? Super Starmon. Okay, that makes sense. Pretty vanilla. Actually, it's a 2 cost to play level 5 again. It's a happy place between the 7 cost Rabbit Dude and the 5 cost Siren Mon. I believe that's what it's called. Ooh, here we go. Taomon. This is cool. Return all of your opponent's security Digimon. All of your opponent's security Digimon get -1000 TP again. Alright, so pretty boring. We got Nightmon. One of your opponent's Digimon get -4000 TP for the turn. That pairs really well with the card that I'm really excited to play, Lord Nightmon. We've talked about this game, Crusadermon in English. Whatever. We talked about this Digimon in the last video, but check it out. This is really cool because that means now we just get to find every warrior type Digimon in the game, or holy warrior type Digimon, and try to play it in this deck. We talked about Jujimon too, but on deletion, trigger security recovery +1. It's fine. And then this guy, we talked about her too. So it's that got Sakuyamon later as well. As far as that, there wasn't many yellow Digimon. I was hoping to find a few more warrior Digimon, but the most important thing is that this card itself is a holy warrior. So because this card's a holy warrior, well, you may play a yellow level 3 Digimon card or a yellow Digimon card with warrior in its type from your hand without paying its memory cost. This Digimon can play itself down, so it's already really good. If you can get if you can build this yellow deck, and if we can somehow search for just specifically warrior Digimon, that could be really interesting. I wonder if we can do that right now, like warrior. This is it. These are the only cards. Oh wait a minute, that's not true because the other guy is warrior too, so it's that search the card text itself. It doesn't search the type for us. So eventually we'll make a makeshift list of all the types, and maybe we'll find some good stuff. But moving on, we have this guy, Meteor Shower. You may play one yellow Digimon card with Starmon in its name from your hand without paying its memory cost. Whoa, that's really cool actually. All of your Starmon Digimon are 3 costs to play. That's really cool for a deck idea. That's interesting because there's so many Starmon. I don't know if they're all. I don't think any of them are really that good, but it's still interesting. Spiral Masquerade. For each Digimon you have in play, activate this effect. One of your opponent's Digimon get -2000 TP for the turn. Amazing card in the strategy. Like if you can pull off this, like the board swarm with this deck, and you play this card, it's a huge blowout. This is just better Shine Greymon. Honestly, this feels like better Shine Greymon because there's more benefit to having a lot of Digimon on board than there is to having a lot of Tamers on board, because that's always offensive and defensive presence if you have blockers on board, and being able to get -3000 DP for each one you have on the board while this one is attacking and replenishing your board. This deck is going to be ridiculous, dude. They made yellow good again, but a different style of yellow, and I can only appreciate that as a yellow lover. I can only appreciate that. Anyways, moving on to, I believe we're doing purple next. What color is next? Green is next. Purple's last, that's right. I was just excited to read about purple. Close out of this. It might help a little bit. Not really sure why my computer is being super loud, but it's cool. Well, we got this. It's all good. Don't forget to drop a like, guys. It's always really appreciated. Maybe we can afford better technology. When this card is trashed due to activating this Digimon's something. Oh, Digiburst. One of your Digimon get +2000 DP for the turn. Not too bad, not too bad. Power boost. Moving on though. This is going to be a set that takes into account the official limitation of HYD? And Argomon, level 5. So let's take a look at what we got here. We have another Dr. Terrier, another Dr. Digimon, Terriermon Assistant. Trash one of those Digimon's Digivolution cards to activate this effect below. So Digiburst, reveal the top card of your deck, add it to your hand. It's a green Digimon card, otherwise place the bottom of your deck. So it's another free draw. It's like a draw that becomes a draw if you draw into a green Digimon. Not too bad. Palmon, on deletion, place one Palmon from your trash under one of your green Digimon at the bottom of this Digivolution cards. So you can put this card whenever it gets deleted on the bottom of something else. It's not bad at all. Flowermon, just 4,000 power. Cubimon. On play, reveal 3 cards on the top of your deck. Add all Digimon cards with I believe Digiburst is what it is, among them into your hand. It's either Digiburst or Download, one of the two. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I know it's one of them. I think it's on digimoncard.dev. You can check that out later. I'd pull it up now, but like I said earlier, the computer's being weird. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second here. Alrighty. Okay, we got Weedmon. That's a different Digimon than the other guy, right? It's interesting. When the Digimon gets trashed with the Digiburst, you gain a memory. So more Digiburst strategies. Specifically during Digiburst, which means if your opponent trashes you, it doesn't work. We got a 2 cost. I guess we'll show it to you guys. 2 costs to play level 4 with 7,000 power. It's pretty strong. Then 3 costs to play level 5. Garbagemon. What's up, gang? Gang, gang. Alright, and then, ooh, look at this fancy fellow. Daramon. Look at him. For each of other suspended Digimon you haven't played, this Digimon gets 2,000 power. And it's your own suspended Digimon, so it's way easier to control. That's really cool. That's a lot of power boost. Really good in this Omni era, you know what I mean? Piximon's looking like weird as hell in this picture. But it's a 2-drop Evo, so it's not too bad. I mean, we have a lot of cheap Evos in green, so it's not really necessary. Ooh, a Rosemon we haven't seen yet. This is an uncommon. 12-3 with, I believe, 11,000 power. Yep. Main, trash 3 of this Digimon suspended Digiburst. All of your Digimon with blank gain security attack +1. So all of your Digimon with Digiburst gain security attack +1. It's really strong. It's not bad at all if you can get a bunch of Digiburst dudes down. The problem with that is that it's hard to get multiple level 6s down. And the other Digiburst cards, I mean, I guess they're not bad either. Like there's like Lilamon and stuff like that. We've already talked about these cards in the video as well. I'll quickly put them on card. This card's ridiculously busted. Like Rathizamon is stupid good. I'll let you guys read it. We talk about it deeper in the other video, so check that out. I don't want to get too much in the conversation. Bancho Lilamon's another Bancho card, so on deletion. It's got an on deletion effect. Very good. And then we talked about Argomon too. It's 4 costs to evolve. Just super expensive. But it's got Digiburst, so it can be 2 costs to evolve. Spend all of your opponent's Tamers, and Tamers cannot be unsuspended. So pretty good in particular metas. If there's a lot of really ridiculously powerful Tamers in format, you can play this card. Not bad at all. And then we'll go ahead and talk about the green cards that exist. And my god, does a green card exist. Izzy, Izumi, and Mimi Tachikawa. Ridiculous cards. Start of your turn, if your opponent has a suspended Digimon in play, gain 2 memory. If they ever attack you, you get 2 memory at the start of your turn. Dumb. When you attack with a level 5 green Digimon, is it exactly level 5? That's interesting. You may suspend this tamer to reveal 3 cards on the top of your deck. Oh yeah, you may digivolve one green level 6 Digimon card among them into the attacking Digimon without paying its memory cost. So yeah, when you attack with a 5, you can suspend the tamer to see if you're level 6. Then you're the level 6, so you attack as a level 6. It's a really interesting effect, but that first effect is all you really care about. The second effect is really cool when it works because that's like free evolutions. But it's a little bit less out of your control, but it's really, really strong when it works. Let's see what we got here. Another 1 cost to play, green. Royal Nuts. Cards probably is nuts. Reveal top 5 cards from the top of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with Digiburst, I believe is what this one is. Or Digizor. No, this one's Digizorption, yeah. With among them to your hand, place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck. So it's really good. You know, I mean, Sarismon is the first thing that comes to mind as far as Digizorption goes. We have 2 more, actually. You can't actually fly. Oh, these guys are bullying him. That's not cool. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Then if your opponent has a level 7 Digimon play, trash the top card of their security stack. That's really strong. It's 3 costs to play. But if your opponents have some sort of advantage, you get to take an extra security while resting them. That's interesting. I wouldn't call it really strong, but it's a pretty good card. Then we have Whistling, Whistling, whatever. Up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon can't attack or block, which is really, really good. It's like a pseudo Puppetmon. Stops them from blocking too, which is good. Then if you have a Digimon, with, I'm assuming Digiburst, because the card has Digiburst in play, gain 2 memory. So it's a 4 cost to play way to stop 2 Digimon from attacking or blocking. Really good. And this one's just up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon can't attack. So they can still block, but they can't attack anymore. Alrighty, and that's it there. And now we get to move on to black before we move on to purple to call this a video. It's been 30 minutes, so let's see if I can make this real quick. Black, Sunamon. We just saw this one, I think, earlier today. When attacking, once per turn, the Digimon has an unidentified in its type. Trigger draw 1. Pretty good in the whole Armageddon deck. And that's what people want to play in black in this set, and it's pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. This one's an Armageddon Searcher. Reveal the top 5 of your cards from your top of your deck. Add 1 Digimon with unidentified, or an Arata Sanada, which we'll talk about at the end of the black section. So all of the Armageddon, Diabormon cards are unidentified, so it's good enough. Oh, Monotamon. I like this guy. He's cute. Reveal the top cards of your deck on deletion. Look at the top card of your deck on deletion. So it's the second effect. Reveal 3 cards from the top of your deck. You may play 1 Monotamon among them without paying its memory cost. Oh, so it's got the other effect similar to Commandramon. And this is like on play, look at the top card of your deck. So I guess it's interesting. You can have a little bit more information. Cool, I guess. Is there like a strategy? Is it going to be another Commandramon? God, they have so many Commandramons now. This is poop. That other deck is going to be really good now. When opponent's Digimon attacks, you may suspend this Digimon to force it. Oh, so it's a blocker. That's cool. A rookie blocker Commandramon. That's pretty nice. Mechanoramon. This is a level 4. 3 costs to evolve, 4 costs to play. When Digimon attacks, so it's got blocker. Your turn. This Digimon can't attack. When the Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, unsuspended. Oh, whoa! That's a ridiculous blocker. Your opponent can't even bait blocks anymore. Dude, imagine having a board with like just Mechanoramons and a whole bunch of ways to increase its power during your opponent's turn. It's not once per turn either. Whoa, this card's crazy. Because it's already 6,000 power, right? So you can increase that pretty high. Make it to where only Megas can actually attack you. That's crazy. I like this card a lot. This is a cool card. Kurisarimon, I never pronounce these guys' names. With Digivolving, if you don't have an Sonata to play, you may play 1 from your hand without paying its memory cost. So it doesn't let you stack them, but it does let you, when Digivolving, play 1 down from your hand, which is great. And then this Digimon and all of your Digimon that share a name with it gain Blitz. Whoa, really? This Digimon can attack the turn it comes into play. That's interesting. I guess it's Rush, not Blitz. Oh, we got Black Galgamon. Huh. Well, this Digimon has blank. It gains jamming. Well, this Digimon has something. I don't know what this something is. It looks like Blitz. But that doesn't make sense. It's not Blitz. I think it's a blocker. Anyways, we got Shademon. At the end of the battle, playing this card without paying it. At the end of the battle, play this card without paying its memory cost. So it's got a security effect, and it's got blocker. So security effect with blocker. That's cool. That's actually really cool. Like blocker black is just every set gets better and better, man. They always give you some ridiculously good blockers in the next set. Like now you have a blocker that comes out of security, a blocker that can constantly block if it deletes Digimon. That's and then we have a Werumonzemon, a black version of the Monzemon from blue. That's pretty cool. Infirmon. Your Caramon can digivolve into this card. So this is a level 5, right? So your level 3 can evolve directly to level 5 for 4 memory cost. Pretty good. And then on deletion, you may play one Diaboromon token without paying its memory cost. So when this card gets deleted, you just get to replace it with a Diaboromon. That's really, really nice. Oh, we have a black Gagamon. Wow, there's a black Gagamon line, huh? Unspend Digimon during your opponent, so it's got reboot. All right, cool. And while the Digimon has, oh, it's reboot. Okay, so it's a reboot thing. So this guy has reboot too, but we don't have a level 3 black Gagamon, huh? Interesting. Very odd choice to make this line, but not give us like the black machine Gagamon or whatever. That's weird. Anyways, black War Greymon. It's got security attack +1 and reboot. So not a really good card, honestly, but it's 4 cost to evolve, which sucks, so you're probably not going to play it. 4 cost to evolve is just too much to evolve for level 6. This card's really good with the Omnimon. It pairs really well with the black Omnimon. We talked about that in the last video, so just go check that one out. And that's it for black, except for the possible option cards. I guess we can talk about we can talk about this card. Yeah, here we go. Arata Sonata. You know, I still haven't finished playing the second game. Like, I'm actually like in the last chapter. I just haven't finished it. I should finish that game soon. So I return, if you have a Digimon card with unidentified its type, in your trash, gain +1 memory. Wow, so this is just a free +1 memory every turn, pretty much. That's kind of ridiculous. When one of your Digimon, oh, that's a good thing you can't stack it with that one card then. It's really good that you can't stack it, because this card would be ridiculous. When one of your Digimon digivolves into Diaboromon, you may suspend this tamer to play one Diaboromon token. Man, you can really get a lot of tokens on board. You can get a lot of tokens on board with this deck now. That's cool. Pretty good card. I mean, obviously, like, just gaining a memory every turn is really good. So, black has new archetypes now besides just Blocker Black and Ragnarlordmon and stuff like that. Let's take a look at these. We have 3 of them. It's always nice. It's always nice to have more than one, more than 2. A blazing storm of metal. Until the end of your opponent's turn, all of your Digimon get +1000 DP and blocker. Oh, it's a 1 cost to play to make all your Digimon blocker. That's absurd. That's actually stupid good. If you're not playing Blocker Black, you can just throw these in, and then all of a sudden your opponent can't win the game because you have a lot of blockers on board. Wow, this is really cool. And then the security effect is ridiculous. Your opponent cannot attack security. If they attack the player, it's the same thing as attacking security, right? Then add this card to your hand. That's so good. That's super good. What do we got here? A Catastrophe Cannon. All right, 4 costs to play. Not bad. Trigger on one of your opponent's Digimon Digivolution. Digivolve 2. Did you know there's a new ruling? Yeah, it's a new ruling where, like, if I don't know if it's new or not, but if you have a level 4 and right below it is a level 2, you can digivolve the level 4 into a level 2, and because level 2s can't stay on the board, it gets trashed immediately. So if you did digivolve a Digimon that's lost its evolution source level 3, or use Digiburst or something, you can immediately delete it with a D-Digivolution card, which is really interesting. I didn't know about that until like last week. Then if you have a Diaboromon in play, you may play one Diaboromon token without paying its memory cost. I mean, is there... Oh, I guess there is memory. It's a memory cost of 14. Interesting. Cool. Well, so it's a free token generator, essentially. So yeah, it's just a free token generator. It's actually not bad if you think about it like that. I really need to build this Diaboromon deck. Ultimate Flare. Trigger on one of your opponent's Digimon, Digivolve 3. Then delete all of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 3 or less. So all level 3s on board, essentially. I guess there's some level 4s now that have low play cost. And yeah, I guess we can talk about this card because it evolves from the black Digimon. Yeah, we can talk about these guys that evolve from black Digimon, I suppose. Let's start with this guy, Armageddonmon, who's the end goal of the Diaboromon deck. When playing this card from your hand, you may delete one of your Diaboromon to reduce its play cost by 12. So it becomes a hard play 3 cost or a hard play 3 evolution, or a 3 evolution cost. And then when you hard play it, after deleting a Diabormon, you gain Blitz, which means you can attack the same turn you play it down. So either you get Blitz or you draw a card. You get to choose essentially, which is really cool. Then when Digivolve and then all turns, when Digivolve effects on level 7 Digimon don't actually activate. This only matters against booster set 1 Omnimon, but obviously that's like your biggest weakness. So if you can get this guy on the board quickly, you're pretty happy. So that's pretty cool. We can talk about this Omnimon, I guess. No, we'll talk about the Omnimons last in the video, but I do want to talk about the Zwart. When Digivolving, trash the top 3 cards of your deck, then you may play up to 2 black or purple Digimon card with play cost of 8 or less from your trash without paying the memory cost. When attacking, you may return one level 6 card in this Digimon's Digivolution card to its owner hand to delete one of your opponent's unspent Digimon with play cost of 12 or less. We already talked about this card. We actually talked about all the Omnimon in the previous video, so I'm not going to go too heavy into the Omnimons here. I'll just let you guys read them, but these cards are absolutely absurd. They're ridiculous. The only card I will talk about again is probably this one. It's because it's a good card. It's a good card. This is all you gotta know. Anyways, moving on. That's all of black, so we can go ahead and end this video by talking about purple. And the remaining, we'll just do a quick look through of all the Omni cards. So this video is not too long. Alright. Gigimon. Once per turn, when one of your Digimon is deleted, this Digimon gets 2,000 power. Quick power booster, not too bad. All right, can you get off my screen now? I love you, Gigamon, you're great, but I need to look at these purple boys. There's quite a few of them. Okay, we got Guilmon on deletion. If this card is deleted by an effect, gain 1 memory. Really, really good card for the whole like deletion control purple I was talking about the other day. Check out that video. It is the Chaos Gallantmon video and the last video as well. We got Fake Agumon Expert. You may return 1 level 3 Digimon card with an on deletion effect other than Fake Agumon Expert from your trash to your hand on deletion. It's okay. It's not great. I don't think you really care about it. Pillowmon, weirdly purple, but cool nonetheless. Troopmon, looking menacing. On deletion, you may play 1 Troopmon from your hand without paying its memory cost, so it can instantly replace itself. That's not too bad. Musimon, on deletion. Or this Digimon can't be deleted in battle against security Digimon, so it's got jamming. Purple jammer, not too bad. Black Growlmon with an Imp-mon, that's very fitting. When one of your Digimon is deleted, this Digimon gains security attack +1. It's actually really good for the Chaos Gallantmon strategy. We got a 2 cost to evolve 8,000 power level 5. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. We got Jokermon here. On deletion, you may play 1 level 3 purple Digimon from your trash without paying its memory cost, and doesn't activate any on-play effects. All right, cool. So more replacement, I guess, not super necessary. Black Orb Growlmon. Trash. It's got Digiburst. You may play 1 level 3 purple Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory costs. So just a decent Digiburst card. It's actually not a bad card because like purple doesn't care too much about their security, about their evolution source skills most of the time. We talked about this guy in the last video, Zanbamon. So it's got Vengeance, 10 cost to play Vengeance. Not too bad at all. It's actually really good. It's actually the better 10 cost to play level 6 in the game. We talked about this guy. Probably one of my favorite cards in the set outside of all the Omnimons as far as like its playability. I just like the strategy you can build with it. So yeah, go ahead. I'll pause, let you guys read it. Or pause and read if you want to, but we made a whole video about that card in specific, so just check that out. Tactimon, one of my least favorite cards in the set, I think. I don't know if I'm ever going to play with this card, but you know, it exists. Feel free to look at the last video if you're interested. Another card that's really interesting that I want to experiment with, but I'm not super sure how I like it. But I do love the fact that it is the only milling card we have in the game that can mill your opponent. So like milling 5 cards out of a deck when your opponent starts with 45 cards. Whenever this thing digivolves, you instantly like get rid of 1/7 of their deck. If you think about it. No, it's like it's 1/8, right? Because you draw 5, you have security 5, so they have 40 cards to work with. It's a lot of milling. If you can do that 4 times, you get rid of half their deck. It's pretty good. Then the Diabormon. I guess we should have talked about those, the black stuff, but whatever. You may play 1 Diabormon token without paying its memory cost when digivolving. So Diabormon tokens are level 6, so that you can evolve them. Diabormon tokens they're white though, so the only Digimon that evolves from a white card is this card. I was about to say you can make other Digimon that are level 7 evolve from Diabormon, but that doesn't exist. 11,000 power. But the Diabormon tokens are 3,000 power. That's not too bad. It's a pretty cool card. And we have the other Diabormon as well. And there's no purple tamers. What are purple option cards? We have another 1 cost to play purple. Oh, what's good? You may delete one of your Digimon to unsuspend one of your purple Digimon. Huh. That could be pretty good in this specific deck, but not great. So what's the security skill? Play 1 level 3 purple Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. Oh, that's cool. It's just Night Raid and security. I'd rather just play Night Raid, honestly. Revive from the darkness. Look at this artwork, dude. Delete one of your purple Digimon. Then you may play 1 level 5 or lower Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. This is actually pretty good. It's 4 costs to play, but it's not bad at all. It's getting a level 5 on board immediately is really good. I don't know if I'd play it, but it's really good. Earthshaker. Delete one of your opponent's unsuspended level 4 Digimon and one of your opponent's unsuspended level 5 Digimon. Huh. So you can delete 2 active Digimon, a level 4 and a level 5 for 6 cost. That's really strong. Huh. I mean, that instantly goes into like the Black Metal Garurumon decks, right? Because that's just more board control. You can delete 2 Digimon. That's really good. I guess that's it for there. I guess we can talk about these white cards because I haven't actually talked about them yet. Like I said, these are on board. You guys can see them. I'll keep them on screen for you guys to read. We talked about all the Omnimons in the previous video, but we haven't talked about any of the Tamers or the option cards, so we'll do that real quick. This card's the best card ever, right? When one of your Digimon Digivolve, you may spend this Tamer to trigger draw 1. All level 3 Digimon gain when attacking lose 1 memory. Super good. Stupid good. Really good tech that every deck can probably play with ease. So it's extra draw and stops rushing. Like it's just really good. It doesn't stop rushing, but like it punishes rushing. And then this card is lovely. The Kia is great. She's a great character in the games. You may play 1 Agumon or Gabumon from your hand without paying its memory cost. 3 costs to play a 3 cost Digimon in most cases. Doesn't matter. When digivolving one of your Digimon into a Digimon card with Garurumon, Omnimon, or Greymon, other than the other Greymons, you may suspend this Digimon to spend this Tamer to reduce the Digivolution card by 1. I don't think anyone's going to play this card, honestly. Unless you're looking for more white Tamers so that you can play these cards down here, which I'll talk about last. That's the only reason why you'd play them, honestly, because like you can't play those cards unless you have a white Tamer on board. Or a white Digimon, but like getting a white Tamer is way easier than getting an Omnimon on board. And then this card, I believe this card's really good, right? If your opponent has a level 6 or higher Digimon in play, gain 2 memory. In most cases, this card is going to be amazing. All your Digimon with Omnimon gain security attack +1. Once again, if you're going to be playing a white Tamer, you're 100% going to be playing this one every time. Not only is it 2 costs to play, but it gives you the most resources throughout the game while also meaning like if you're a deck that builds up through evolving, you're not looking to attack early game, so you don't get punished by the after effects, but sometimes your opponents are if they're trying to rush you down before you evolve an Omnimon. So this card is just stupid good. It's actually just stupid good. And I believe all the colors have drawing option cards, so if you need to find this card quickly, you can just throw in those drawing option cards because they're just better than playing these dudes, in my opinion. But this one's okay, this one's pretty mediocre, and this one's pretty amazing. Like this card's just ridiculous in every deck. It's the first like all deck staple card I think we've ever seen. Then we have these cards. It's a 0 cost Tamer, or a 0 cost option card. Lets you evolve into a level 6 to a level 7 for free, because I don't think anything costs more than 6. And at the end of the turn, you return the Digimon to the bottom of the deck. So it's just like a free way to get the immediate effects of Omnimon just to win the game. It's actually stupid. it's super stupid if you're trying to like win the game by closing out with Omnimon. It's probably going to be really good in red decks, but you have to make space for it. That's the problem with these cards. Like they're really, really good, but you have to make space for it. And when you're playing all these cards to support a level 7, you're going to be inherently more inconsistent because you have to deal with having the level 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, and the 7, and the support cards for level 7s, and the support cards just for your deck in general. So like these are good cards, but they're going to add a lot of like clunkiness. Then we have this card, all delete. It's a board wipe, our first board wipe in the game. You may return one of your Digimon with Omnimon's name to its owner's hand to delete all Digimon and Tamers. Trash all the Digimon evolution cards of the Digimon you returned with this effect. So yeah, you return an Omnimon in play, and then you just board wipe. Turn one of your Digimon with Omnimon's name to its owner's hand to delete all Digimon tamers. So all of them, including your own. Pretty good. And then there's this card, of course, we all love this card. Your Digimon with Omnimon in its name can digivolve into this card in your hand for a memory cost of 3, ignoring the card's digivolution requirement. So if you're going to make this a pseudo level 8, which is really fun for its effect here, that matters. Not this upcoming effect. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a DP less than or equal to the Digimon DP. So already really good because it deals with Armageddon, which is funny. And then opponent's turn. When your opponent's Digimon attacks, you may trash two of this card's Digivolution sources to end the battle. So you just stop an attack. They become rested and they don't get to actually succeed in their attack. Ridiculously good. Stupid strong. Ridiculous card. And can evolve from Omnimon. So any deck that plays Omnimon can play this card, including like this card, Omnimon Zord Defeat. Obviously, it's better in a red and blue deck because you can evolve these directly from a red and blue level 6. But the fact that you can exist, that you can do it. It's also a Holy Warrior. Does that mean you can play this in yellow? Oh, dude. Oh my God, are all these Omnimons yellow? Are all of these Omnimon able to be played in yellow? I was about to end the video because oh my God, I almost said holy something. Anyways, the last secret rare, Omnimon Zord Defeat. You may play this Digimon, play this card without battling and without paying its memory cost and security. So the Digimon doesn't get deleted, but you do get this play Digimon on board. When digivolving, delete one of your opponent's tamers. On deletion, delete one of your opponent's Digimon. Really good card. It's only 3 costs to play as well, 3 costs to evolve as well. I mean, it deletes tamers, it deletes Digimon on deletion. I need to check this. I need to check this this girl one more time because she just got a lot better. Lord Nightmon, I gotta read this. Okay, when attacking, you may play a yellow level 3 Digimon card or a yellow Digimon card with Warrior. Okay, I got super excited for a second. I shouldn't have gotten that excited. I'm glad I checked though because that would have been false information. I would have been spreading fake news if I didn't do that. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below what your favorite card is. I'm gonna make it a rule to say not if you say Omnimon X Antibody, tell me another one. And also let me know in the comments down below what decks you guys want to see me build first. I'm just gonna start uploading deck builds all the time on this channel. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comments down below. Drop a like, please. It's always greatly appreciated. It helps the algorithm. Share the video, subscribe, share all that good jazz, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.